It's been more than a year since the FDA authorized the first COVID-19 vaccine.
What have doctors learned about the vaccines and what does the future hold? Here's ABC 27 senior investigator Kendra Nichols.
COVID is with us to stay.
Dr. Goldman is an infectious disease specialist at UPMC in central Pennsylvania. We asked a year later, after they were introduced, how successful are the COVID-19 vaccines?
The vaccines have been incredibly successful for the people who have taken them. We know that if you have the vaccine, even with the Omicron virus, you decrease your risk of getting COVID 5 times. But what's most important is they decrease your risk of getting severe disease, ending up in the hospital, or even dying by 15 to 20 times.
While rare, there are documented reactions to the vaccines, including myocarditis and blood clots. Do we know what causes those reactions?
It's probably a cross reaction between the antibody. In some people, when they make an antibody to the virus, it cross reacts and causes inflammation of the heart. And the risk of the vaccine is actually less than the risk of natural infection. So if a kid in the 18 to 30-year-old range, the people who are at risk of getting myocarditis from the vaccine, gets infection with COVID, their risk of getting myocarditis from natural infection is 5 to 10 times higher than the risk of the vaccine.
Something else we learned, if you are on a biologic medicine, you need to let your doctor know. Biologic medications are drugs that target specific parts of your immune system to treat disease like psoriasis, arthritis, or cancer.
If you are on an immune suppressant and you're vaccinated, it is less likely that the immune suppressant will work. So the vaccine doesn't make you more likely to get sick if you're on an immune suppressant, but the immune suppressant makes it more likely that if you get sick with COVID, you will not have immunity and become severely ill. So for example, a 4th booster shot is indicated for people who are immune suppressed. And so your doctor should know if you're on one of these agents because you would be eligible for a 4th shot.
Doctors also discovered the timing between the COVID-19 vaccine and mammograms is very important. The vaccine can cause lymph nodes to swell, which can be a sign of cancer. UPMC breast surgeon Dr. Kimberly Mudge.
It was very challenging. So many of those scenarios early on resulted in biopsies that perhaps didn't need to happen. But we try to encourage people to delay getting their mammogram for a good 4 to 6 weeks after the vaccine to kind of help prevent that.
What about possible long-term effects of the vaccine?
We know from giving 250 million Americans the vaccine what the side effects are. And this is not a live vaccine. This is a DNA vaccine. And the side effects of DNA vaccines come out in the first 6 months or so. It's very rare to have any vaccine cause a side effect 3, 4, 5 years later.
So what does the future hold? Dr. Goldman says eventually we'll have a COVID season just like we have a flu season, and there will likely be a COVID booster shot available. With the ABC 27 investigators, I'm Kendra Nichols.